this is Lon with Single Track Skills. I'm at Ride Birmingham, and man, I have been just getting out here as much as I can. I love this place. If you haven't checked it out, you definitely need to. Emil and Hobie have done an unbelievable job with this place, and we're actually on a trail that my buddy Kurt has built, and it's an XC trail called Neverland, and there are 3 chutes on this trail. They're all optional, nothing's mandatory, but we thought maybe we'd give a couple tips on these chutes, and they're a nice progression for some of the features that I'm asked a lot on how to do out here. There are 2 features I get a question about. One is called Science, which is over on Peak 1, and the other is the really steep part of Back Door. So the neat thing about these 3 chutes that we're going to highlight is that they are progression to those harder features. So that's why we're going to do it first. So let's talk about this first one. So this first chute, what you want to do is you want to come in as slow as possible. Now, how slow is too slow? Well, if the front wheel starts to really kind of wobble, that's too slow. If you're coming in that slow, you need to give it a little ratchet, pick up the speed a little bit to bring that wobble out, because the last thing I want to have happen is to be weeble wobbling right there at the front, at the start of the chute, because if your front wheel turns and it catches, you could actually fall down all of this, and that would not be good. So you don't want to go any faster than that, because remember, you're going to have to slow down to make this corner, and going faster is really not a good idea, especially until you're really getting good on these chutes. All right, so number 1 is that. Number 2, body position. I don't want to be so far back that my elbows are locked out. That's not good. I know a lot of people get that advice from well-meaning people, but that is not good. If my elbows are locked out and when my front wheel slides or moves or shifts, then I can't recover and I'm going to crash. So I want those elbows bent and I want to get low. The other thing about this, there are places to brake and places not to brake. If I take this outside line here, I don't want to brake on that off-camber route right up. As you can see, it's steeper than what it looks like on camera. I don't want to brake on that route right there. I want to cut across, be really light, and come on the outside. That's a nice line. Or you can come right down the chute right here. But again, you don't want to touch your brakes on this route right here. And what's nice is if you do ride this in the wet conditions, you can almost just kind of free fall down here, and you'll hit these rocks here, and these rocks will knock the mud out of your knobbies to give you good traction for the next roll, which is just right around the corner and making a left. We're going to get that one for next month's quick tips. Let's get it done. Yeah, it's substantially harder.